Welcome back here in this pregame show sponsored by Rogers Roofing and All Seratos, Joe DeGacia Realtors Group, and Northwest Indiana Storm, Steve Dumovich, as we go into our Hawks report here for the keys of the game, sponsored by All Star Autos, the no pressure dealer in LaPorte County, as control the tempo, as Hebron does a great job of controlling the tempo, going where they need to go. A lot like what we talked about with Washington, they need to keep continuing to do so here in this game and not overlook the Senators, as this could be a potential trap game for the games coming later in the season as they look ahead to that sectional. As we go back and forth here with number two, get second chance shots and get the rebounds that you guys need to get, especially with that size advantage in that front court. Getting into transition, getting the steal game going, getting a little PD clutch going as he was cold from three against Rensselaer. I could see Clutchy Pete or Pete Saki absolutely nailing threes tonight and making it rain, but getting transition, getting the slashing Roy going, getting Hale going, getting Kenda going. Maybe a little breakaway dunks tonight with both Kenda brothers and Landon for tonight's game. Maybe a little precursor. And feed the post. We talked about the Kenda, Ben and Josh Kenda. You got to feed them down there. And Landon Hale with slashing in the front door in that 5-out offense that they like to run, or 4 out and 1 in for space purposes. Hello, everybody. Our All-Star Autos keys of the game here for Washington Township. Number one, control the tempo. As Hebron is that balanced team that will speed you up occasionally, but want to slow the game down at certain amounts here. As Washington Township is a little bit undersized, you want to limit the possessions of Hebron. That's going to be number four. But right now, you want to control that tempo. You want to slow the game down. You want to make it a grudge match here. If you have any chance in this ball game against this stout Hebron Hawks team, now let's go to number two here. Get second chance shots. You got to be on the boards, constantly boxing out 2-3 different people with that size difference from the Hebron Hawks, as it's going to be very about 3-4 inches difference here on even given moment, as your tallest player is 6'4", and their tallest player is 6'8". In the front court for Hebron, 6'6", 6'7", 6'2", and 6'3" is the Hebron starters. So you got to put a body on somebody. As even Trevor Roy is just an absolute lights out rebounder at that point guard position for Hebron. And another key is you got to get your sophomore Robert McGowan, going here in this ball game. It's been a little quiet the last couple, but you got to get him in good shots, good situations, good second chance shots here to have a chance against this stout Hebron Hawks lineup. As you see here against Culver Community, he got his double-double here at home against Culver and the Cavaliers. As we go back into the keys, getting open three-point shots. You saw against Westville when they were competing with the Blackhawks, they were getting open shots to Aiden Armstrong. At the moment, we don't know how well Armstrong's going to do since he got hurt in the PCC. I don't know if they're going to ease him back or if he's fully back here in this year, but
They say change is.
Welcome in as our Washington Township X Factor for tonight's ball game is Robert McGrowing as the sophomore comes in 6'4", all-around scorer, averaging about 12 points per game. And on the other hand, Josh Kinda comes in with 6'7", all-around scorer, all-around player here for your Hebron Hawks, averaging about 15 to 16 points roughly for these Hebron Hawks. Welcome in, folks, as we're going to talk a little bit about the KEG here in this KEG series for the Porter County Conference that started in 1957. The your Hebron Hawks has the most victories in this series with 201, winning it back from those Morgan Township Cherokees just as recent as last week in the Porter County Conference, as your Hebron Hawks are on one heck of a roll this year. Yeah, Pete Saki! As they host up that keg once again, and they're going to try and succeed tonight with 202 in the keg series. Let's talk about how they're going to do that tonight, as their size might be just too much. Too much for these Senators, as it's time to burn the ship here, as your Hebron Hawks going for another W in this KEG series, as they again have the most wins all time with 201 throughout their history here with 98 losses. They also have the greatest winning percentage in this series, and that's a little bit of a factor here going into the KEG series.
Really good season for my last year here.
So, what's your favorite aspect of the game?
I don't know, probably just coming out and playing for a big crowd, the student section's cheering. Oh, it's always exciting.
So, who are you marking out?
Really good season for my last year here.
So, what's your favorite aspect of the game?
I don't know, probably just coming out and playing for a big crowd, the student section's cheering. Oh, it's always exciting.
So, who are you marking out on that
I don't know, it's always exciting playing a homecoming game. We get a big crowd out here, so that's probably what I'm most excited for so far.
So, might be seeing some dunks this year.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. I've gotten a lot more athletic in the off season, a little bit stronger too. So I'm hoping.
So, what are some players that you're looking forward to playing against?
Oh, I don't know. I'm always excited to play against the Peppers from Westville, Keegan Holder from Morgan.
So, what are some good luck charms or some superstitions that you use?
I don't know. Just hanging out in the locker room before the game, listening to music, hanging out. That's about it.
Your playlist.
I don't know. It's not my playlist. It's my teammates. So. I don't know. It's mostly just rap.
So, what's your favorite color? Favorite drink?
Probably yellow.
Classic. So, what's the go-to fast food place?
Go to fast food. It's got to be Chipotle. Love Chipotle.
So, where's one thing their classmen take from you guys, seniors?
Just work hard because in a couple of years they're going to be in the same position we are.
Being so individual, how do you like the little mic?
The little mic,
Yeah, the
you
little mic.
know, it's all right. It's pretty awkward in my hands though.
That's why I was pointing it out.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. But what are some things to expect from the first game, especially since we're coming over from South Central to here to Hebron? What should we expect from Regan's corner to see how you guys perform in the first game?
Hopefully, a lot better than last year's first game. I'm hoping this is kind of our second year playing together as a team, so hopefully we don't really have a flat start.
Between the Hebron Hawks and the Washington Township Senators. Good sportsmanship is valued by all our schools and communities. We are pleased you chose to support your team this evening. We value and respect our coaches, players, and officials. Please show your appreciation for everyone's hard work by refraining from negative yells or comments directed at athletes, coaches, fans, and officials. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team's school and community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem by Washington Township Gary O. Yancey Scott.
Welcome in here, folks, as we have another broadcast here on the Hawks Nest. As I will be your play-by-play, Josh Regan, with my point guard for tonight, color commentator Brett Walters.
Thank you very much, Josh. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. What are some keys for these Hawks to get going?
For the Hawks, man, they're going to want to control the tempo of this game. They're very good at pushing the ball, using that outlet pass. And if they can stay focused and nail down those open threes, it should be a pretty easy night for them.
Absolutely. As Josh Kenda slings it to Hale, as Hale gets a cutting Roy as a communication error. And just happened that Josh Kenda hits there, Brett, out of bounds. As Armstrong slings it.
Just some miscommunication there, Josh.
You know what you call that? He's throwing the Casper because nobody was there.
Back was turned. Unfortunate right there.
As Saki throws it to Ben Kenda. As Hale. Oh, missing there. Armstrong slings it. Delaying.
I did not expect to see that.
Absolutely no.
That was a nice little bunny. That was a big opportunity there to get things rolling for him.
Absolutely, Brett, because he's usually money. As Garzara misses as a rebound. Going the other way, it was Roy. Roy slashing. And drawing the foul there.
The Hawks seeming to be a little bit out of sync.
A little bit
to start out here.
As Roy
couple light fouls quickly on the Senators there.
Absolutely. 6:33 to go here, as it's going to be 6:05 on the clock. That's a little rough. As Hale slings it to Saki. As Josh Kenda driving. PD Clutch is entered the building.
Has three. Beautiful release. Beautiful shot.
Absolutely. As Lang finding an open Armstrong.
There you go, Washington Township. Slicing and dicing.
Absolutely. As Ben Kenda slings it to Roy. Josh Kenda. As Hale driving. A little communication error here. I mean, the Hawks are fortunate enough to be by one here.
Yeah, this is not what I expected from the PCC tournament champions from the get here.
Absolutely. As Garzara almost has a Casper-like situation there, but McEwen saves it. And a block there from Kenda.
Look at how quick Hebron gets that ball out. Seriously.
And Josh Kenda for 2.
Missed box out leads to an easy deucer.
Absolutely. That was one of the keys. As Lang that's not going to go the other way as it's off of Lang's foot.
Both teams trying to find their groove here. A little rough start.
This is the Red Kingdom, so a little Emperor's New Groove here. Trying to get it back and forth as Roy, as Gonzara drawing the foul.
Wow, both these teams love to run, and it's just very interesting to see Washington Township just in attack mode.
Absolutely. Like you said before, they have nothing to lose coming into this ball game, where Hebron's got more of that something to lose here with the keg on the line.
Yeah, when you're rolling and you're at the top of your conference, you got a big target on your back. You know, every night you got to perform.
As Hale driving, Saki swings it back. And Bank is open for Roy. As McEwing swings it back as Logan Armstrong slings it to his brother Aiden. And a miss as Roy slashing back here. As Hale going in for a little European trip, missing as we go back.
McGowan with the board there.
Absolutely. As Armstrong gets a little roll there.
Yeah, you can tell we're at Washington Township with a roll like that.
And a good play there.
I mean, that was off a made shot, Josh. That's how quick they can get the ball down.
Absolutely. And palming the ball here. As it's 3:11 here, I'm going to run the clock down until it gets to the right time.
Looks like Hunter Lane just checked in for the Senators.
And a miss from Hunter Lane as we swing it back and forth. Saki almost.
Wow, almost went in.
Almost went in. I remember Marcus Camerath doing that my freshman year or sophomore year there, Brett. As we go back here. As Gazzara with the rebound. Hale with one heck of a play there. As they're going back and forth here. It's very hard to keep them in frame.
That might be the first one on McGowan. Yes, it is.
That's going to be very costly if he gets in foul trouble.
Absolutely. McGowan, he's the heartbeat of the Senator squad, in my personal opinion.
As
that was a good, strong take, man. That was very nice.
Yeah, these Hogs are very aggressive as Roy with 2.
McGowan back up top.
As Logan Armstrong ate it. Yep, Logan Armstrong slings it to McGowan. A little pump fake.
Oh!
And Kenda with a little DQ combo.
A little hesitation there from McGowan there. If he would have went straight up with that jump shot, I think he would have been A-OK.
Might have gotten the foul, too. Because Ben Kenda was coming. As Saki. As McGowan driving. As Hale with a block.
That's what Hale does, man. He makes those drives very, very tough.
And for 3. As Spencer Wiesema, the wise one, with 3. As Aiden Armstrong slings it to McGowan, trying to pump fake here. As Lang slings it 24.
Hebron doing a great job of shutting down those drives.
Absolutely. And Washington Township trying to do what we were trying to say, going into their offense. You could see they're trying to slow the game down, but it's not good. It's almost like that Ravens game with Kansas City. You know what's coming, but can you get it? As Andrews gets to Lang as trying to pass there. Now we're going the other way. And the other and one opportunity for Trevor Roy.
Yep, you can tack on another one there. Man, Hebron just impresses me when it comes to getting that outlet pass, man. They are on it.
They are fast, experienced. As Andrews driving here.
Oh!
And Aiden with
2. Yeah, that was a good follow by Aiden.
As Landon Hale makes the first.
Roy taking a little breather now.
And misses a second.
Oh.
And that will be the first quarter as we go to this commercial break here on Regan Scoring Sports Network. Welcome back here. A surprising first quarter here for South Central as Morgan Township's only by 3, 10-7.
Wow. Yeah, that's very interesting. Very interesting dynamic going on over there. Matty Bush the head coach of South Central's program now. Huge Cherokee back in his day.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Matty Bush.
As Garzara trying to drive here, as gets his fellow 20 mate on the foul as Spencer Wiesma gets hit with it.
Weisman is going to take a seat. Roy back in for the Hawks.
As number 24 driving here on Josh Kenda as they go back and forth. As 23 with that shot there. Andrews with a little bit acrobatic, but no go in the trees there as Kendas were ready for it.
Had multiple opportunities there, just couldn't get it in.
And Hale getting the roll.
Washington Township has to get a body in him after he misses that first attempt.
Absolutely.
There.
As they swing it back and forth, Washington trying to get their offense going as Andrews with a three.
That looked pretty good.
As Hale driving, gets blocked, and Kenda gets the foul.
Yeah.
As he draws the foul there.
Yeah, definitely a lot of reaching in, when he got both of his feet in the lane there.
And Ben Kenda with two.
That looked like a set play if I've ever seen one. That was beautiful.
Very much beautiful on that one as you got to feed your 6'7/6'8" and Ben Kenda there as Garzara with a little step back there. As Andrews with a little crossover, trying a little Euro step. No good as Hale with the rebound as they go back here. As Hale feeds the post, and it's going to go the other way. Great look, but you might want to feed Ben Kenda a little bit higher on that one. As they're going into that trap. Easy shot for number 32 as 22 missing.
Washington Township's getting a lot more second chance opportunities than I was expecting here, especially with the size heavily favoring the Hebron Hawks.
It seems like their second group's starting to get real good looks here. That just tells you about Massac has a very deep team. As Hale.
Yep.
And I apologize as we were looking on this and Hale is doing his business.
Hale being Hale, man. He's a pretty consistent player.
Absolutely.
Misses that one though at the charity stripe.
Absolutely. And Roy with the rebound. Hale driving. And the old, hey, I didn't foul him. I didn't get body right there as Hale. I remember doing that quite a bit when I was playing as well. So I feel number 23, but hey, you got him with the body.
You got to be careful.
Gotta be careful. Landon 2 for 2. And getting a little bit of a break as a reward on that one.
Hawks up 15 now with 5:10 remaining in the first half.
Absolutely.
Oh!
And the 3 ball from Garzara.
Garzella let it fly tonight. A lot of contact. Refs are going to let it go.
Absolutely. As Aiden Armstrong slings it. Number 23 as Garzara once again.
Man.
As Josh Kinda with the rebound.
That was a heat check. He wanted to see if he can get something fired up here.
Absolutely. As they sling it back and forth. As Weaver slings it to Roy.
Ooh.
And Saki. A little communication there from Roy and Saki.
Yeah, Roy had a good idea there, just wasn't able to make it happen, but I liked what he was attempting to do.
We like what he was putting down, just poor execution. As we go back and forth here, as Logan Armstrong has 22 with a 3.
Baby. What a shot. Washington Township living behind the perimeter tonight.
And Josh Kenda at the line, our X Factor player of the game for Hebron. Player to watch.
I have a feeling the charity stripe is going to be a big factor for the Hawks to maintain this lead, maintain this momentum heading forward into the second half.
Absolutely will.
But yet again, another miss for the Hawks.
As Roy's on the other end. Pete Saki for 3 as Petey Clutch enters the building.
Saki. Oh, beautiful little floater.
Beautiful floater.
Hey, get a little gravity under it, right?
A little bit.
Little arch. Here we go. Hebron bringing the ball down with 3:10 remaining in the first half.
Absolutely. As Roy slings it. Pete Saki looking. As Armstrong with a steal.
Oh!
As that's a blue collar move right there.
Hey, that's some good hustle, baby. That's what we're looking for as spectators, as commentators. We want these guys to go out there and put it all on the line.
Absolutely. As you saw Armstrong and Roy go after it. As Aiden Armstrong trying to drive on Trevor Roy. As Logan slings it number 23. A little jump stop.
I think there might have been a tip on that one, maybe.
Absolutely. As Kenda looking inside, looking at an open
Pete Saki.
Saki. My goodness. He's letting it fly too.
Absolutely. There, Brett. That's what Pete Saki's known for, is that three. We kind of did a little mock broadcast where he was not hitting as much as he usually does. Now we kind of see the normal Petey clutch.
Oh, no way.
And Saki once again.
Saki just lighting it up here.
Absolutely. There's no heat check where Petey clutch can't get it. As we go back
and forth perimeter battle so far here in the first half.
Let's get him again. He's going to drive this time. As he misses, as Logan Armstrong going a little block action there from Landon Hale, saying, get out of my house. As a little bit European trip to Two-Land as Trevor Roy.
Hebron exploding right now, man. Just on both ends of the court.
As we're going back here, as number 22 throwing to Casper the Friendly Ghost, as nobody was home in Centerland.
And the Senators, man, they look like they're on tilt right now. I'm being dead serious. I mean, everything's rolling for the Hawks right now.
Absolutely. As Kenda and Saki for a second there had a little miscommunication as Roy trying to set that play up as they're going back into that one high.
Oh, that was a great pass. Threaded the needle beautifully, just could not finish for the Senators.
As Roy just trying to get this clock out.
Oh, Armstrong.
Popping, not locking. As they go back, as McGowan trying his best.
Got it to
go!
I think they should count that, in my personal opinion. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful, and they did count it. And McGowan just walking like nothing happened. Cold as ice.
7-point game heading into half. It's going to be a tough road ahead for the Senators if they want to make a comeback here.
Absolutely. So we'll be right back, and hopefully a JV player joins us. So I'm not doing two things at once here. Three things.
Really good season for my last year here.
So what's your favorite aspect of the game?
I don't know, probably just coming out and playing for a big crowd, you know, the student section's cheering. Oh, it's always exciting.
So who are you marking down on that count?
I don't know. It's always exciting playing a homecoming game. You know, we get a big crowd out here, so that's probably what I'm most excited for so far.
Might be seeing some dunks this year.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. You know, I've gotten a lot more athletic in the off season, a little bit stronger too. So I'm hoping.
So, what are some players that you're looking forward to playing against?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I'm always excited to play against the Peppers from Westville, Keegan Holder from Morgan. You know.
So, what are some good luck charms or some superstitions that you use?
I don't know. just hanging out in the locker room before the game, listening to music, hanging out. That's about it. I don't know. It's not my playlist, it's my teammates. So I don't know. It's mostly just rap.
What's your favorite color? Favorite drink?
Probably yellow.
Classic. What's the go-to fast food place?
Go-to fast food. It's got to be Chipotle. Love Chipotle.
So, where's one thing underclassmen take from you guys, seniors?
Just work hard because in a couple of years they're going to be in the same position we are.
Being such a whole individual, how do you like the little mic?
The little mic,
Yeah, the little
it's all right. It's pretty awkward in my hands though.
That's why I was pointing it out.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. But what are some things to expect from the first, especially since we're coming over from South Central to here to Hebron? What should we expect from Regan's corner to see how you guys perform?
Hopefully a lot better than last year's first game. I'm hoping this is kind of our second year playing together as a team, so hopefully we don't really have a flat start.
So, if you have one question for teammate Landon, what would
I don't know how many points you score in a game this year, man.
Good luck in your season, bud.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have Landon. Landon, how's it going and how's it going?
It's good. So far, so good.
What are some things from junior year now that you're senior year that practice you've seen so far that take that step?
Our shooting has gotten a lot better. We've kind of been more playing as a team in the second year, so hopefully we can kind of put it together this year and win some chips.
What's it? How the Titans front line?
You have the most confidence in the post, so you know you're going to be able to post every single game because it's not going to be guard all three of us, me, Josh, and Ben. It's definitely a reassurance thing.
I'm sorry. My best first
Oh,
year
good.
to get that. But with them, how does your game complement them when they're two elite post players?
Well, when Ben screens for me up top, I get a lot of open looks. I can get assists from passing to him, finishes layups. Josh is a great cutter. He's always open. He finds a way to get open, so helps me in assists and then also the screening and backdooring. It's been a lot better this year. I'm hoping to be more consistent. Last year I kind of started off really good and it sort of fell off, but this year I'm feeling a lot better about it. There's more coming together.
What's your favorite offense?
Favorite offense? I'd have to say high-low. So we have three out, two bigs inside, and we rotate up and in. And usually it always gets wide open looks if we move the ball correctly.
So what's your favorite game?
White 100%. White Gatorades.
So what are your expectations this year?
I'm hoping we can win the PCC, of course, and hopefully we go farther than sectionals. I think we can go to regionals, hopefully. We just got to play together as a team and make it happen.
What's your thoughts on having a squad that's 16?
I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to see us play, and I'm glad everyone can see it.
So what schools are you looking at?
I'm looking to play
Welcome back here as there's 2 minutes to go here between two halves. What are some things that you've seen from these Senators that can get them back into this ballgame?
Well, they're doing pretty well behind the arc. There's no doubt about that. So if it's working, you got to get those shooters open, right? Give them the best opportunity to get back into this game. They're doing a pretty good job with keeping up with the pace of the Hebron Hawks, which is surprising to me, to be honest with you. McGowan, he was one of the highlighted players that you guys talked about heading into this game. He just hasn't really gotten into that groove yet, and they need him. And as for the Hebron Hawks, they need to keep doing what they do. And right now, that's right in the hot hand of Saki, man. Saki.
Absolutely. PD Clutch has been on fire so far here. Nothing less other than that Rensselaer game. That's pretty much the MO. They could say, hey, Spencer Wiesma, 6'4", and gets into that theme, but when Pete Saki's that odd man out, still 6'2", he could shoot it from anywhere.
Yeah, the Hebron Hawks, they like to push that ball. They like to push the pace. Early on in the first half, we saw them make a few uncharacteristic mistakes. And if they can just watch that, I think they'll be in good shape.
Absolutely.
$17-point game heading into the second half. That is a large mountain to climb for a lot of teams. And tonight, I think it's going to be a big mountain for the Senators. But let's see if they got it in them.
Absolutely. Let's see if they got them in them. And we'll have our commercials during our timeouts here. Just haven't had that many timeouts. But we're going to go back in here.
I think it's really important that the Senators get McGowan and Garzella, really flowing here because, they need to get something like that going.
Absolutely. And Martin needs to wake up a little bit, number 23 for Washington Township, as he's done a good job on the defensive end, but offensively with those missed shots. And a scramble drill here as it's Hawk ball, as it's black here. As Saki driving. Saki for 3.
This kid is on fire, man. I thought the break at half might, switch some things off on him, but no.
Absolutely. As McGowan, as Gazzara matches. No, he does not, as it rims out, as Roy gets it.
Wow. Garzella was all over that.
As it is rapid here.
We're now at that 20-point mark that you mentioned. You weren't too far off at the half.
Absolutely. Looking at these teams and watching against Westville, both teams, you kind of can see that it was going to be that kind of a game tonight.
Oh, McGowan right there for the cleanup.
But these Senators have a great future here, as a lot of them are underclassmen. As McGowan gets.
A couple shots at the charity stripe, sometimes that can spark something in a player, get that feel and get, just seeing the ball go through the net. Sometimes it can change.
As it rims out, And it rims out once again as they're going back here.
2.
As Pete Saki doing his best driving impression.
Saki thought about that one.
And Ben Kenda.
Nice, strong finish.
We might give 2 blue-collar awards if Kenda keeps going down that low post tonight as we go back and forth. And just off his leg there for Armstrong. Logan Friday.
Oh, full court press here. Hebron breaks it.
And a timeout.
Quick timeout. Not how the Senators wanted to come out of the locker room. I can assure you of that.
Absolutely. As we go at the commercial break after this here.
$5:50 remaining here in the third quarter.
As Martin slings it to McEwen.
There we go. Get on in there.
A look at.
That's what I'm talking about, Josh. If they can get him going, there might just be a heartbeat left in this game for him.
Absolutely there, Brett. He's got that ice cold demeanor too. As he misses.
But he's missed the last 3 free throws here, all of them coming in the second half, and they're going to need that.
Absolutely. As Pete Saki once again, as it rims out that time.
Garzella's quick, man.
Very quick.
He can fly around that court.
As Gonzalo missing there, as Hale with the rebound. As Roy walks it up. As Roy again setting up that offense here. And for 2.
I mean, that option's there. It seems like all night long for the
all night long. Armstrong with a little float action. As Hale thought about it, he's going to drive and the 2. As Aiden Armstrong runs it up. Trying to set up here. A little pick action. Gonzalo.
Those are the ones he needs to hit. Garzella was wide open, Josh.
Wide open. But you want to see Aiden Armstrong take that pick there and drive and get at these taller defenders. Try getting them into foul trouble if you're a Washington Township Center fan. If you're a Hebron fan like us, you don't mind them settling for that. As we go back and forth here, as Andrews trying to drive on the big Kenda, as Lang with the 3, no good. As Josh Kenda slings it to Roy. Wisema, the wise one, slings it to Roy. And Roy with the rebound. And Hale.
Oh, man. Hale just bombarded his way into there.
Absolutely. as Lang.
He got met with a traffic jam, though.
As Lang there as a brick wall.
And Roy will take a seat for the Hawks.
As Armstrong drives.
There it is. There it is. A few more of those bad boys.
Absolutely. As Wiesma sets it up to Saki. Hale sets it up to Weaver. And McEwen reaching in there. Flex it. As now we're going into a stacked and an outs play. Trying to get a three-point shot here or an inside look. As Wiesma with a nice little pop shot. Maybe a little contact there. Not called, though, as Aiden Armstrong slings it down.
McGowan. Nice little shot right there. Using the square.
Using the square. That's what we've been taught since Pee-wee ball.
Square's there for a reason.
As Landon Hale looking.
McGowan doing a good job on defense getting into Hale. Oh, getting roughed up down there.
As Hale missing that three opportunity as Andrews going the other way. As we're going fast and furious here.
Look at that. Good hustle by McGowan, man.
As McGowan trying to get that blue collar reward even though this team is down by double digits.
You know, on the Hawks' last possession there, Hale took that three. I think if you're Washington Township at this point, you're okay with that. You're okay with Hale taking himself outside of that lane because he's so dangerous right at, around that block area.
He's a slasher, no doubt, but he can hit that occasional three when he's in rhythm.
Washington putting that pressure on, trying to get that ball back as soon as possible.
Absolutely. That's Pete Saki. As Josh Kenda slings it to Weaver. As they go back and forth. As Andrews as Gazzara throws it to Armstrong as Lang pops it, number 32. Armstrong missing as Weaver.
Hebron getting comfortable now. Nice comfortable lead here. They need to just take a deep breath and run their plays, take their time.
As Kenda slinging it to Saki as Hale slinging it to Wiesma, and Wiesma missing. As Saki thinking about the shot before the catch. And Seth Weaver getting that. That's two.
Great use of the pump fake there. Defender bid on it hard. Now he's going to get rewarded with a couple freebies
little Wayne's World there. I mean, a little Dream Weaver after that bounce as Seth Weaver gets a variable bounce there. Make this to 20. And missing.
20-point game, less than a minute left here in the third.
As Langs pops and not locks, as that is nowhere near bottom of that rim. As 32 trying it out as he hits the back part of that rim. As Saki hits it out. As Gazzara slings it back. Lang driving, spinning, pump faking. Great move there by Lang. Good defense by Ben Kenda, though. As Saki driving. And two.
Beautiful finesse right there. Nice and gentle release.
As Wiseman with the steal there. And a good save by Trevor Roy.
Final 10 seconds here of the third quarter. Oh.
And Roy getting to the line with 3.6 seconds.
Roy put the Jets on that drive, man. He was not going to be denied.
Roy's got kind of Matt Walker type speed. And misses the first.
Both teams, I'm assuming, are probably going to be disappointed with their free throw percentage at the end of this one.
And Kendo with a buzzer beater.
Hey, you just can't quit on it. You just can't quit. Like Hawks right now, man. They're playing one heck of a game.
And Martin just missing that shot there. And Andrews trying his best to go the other way. And Hale slashing, no good as Kenda.
Good pass ahead, nice and easy. Beautifully done by Andrews there. Great finish.
Absolutely. Going coast to coast there as Spencer Wiesema driving here. And foul on the ground as Martin gets caught in the cookie jar. And Pete Saki miss. Wiesema missing, excuse me, as Andrews going back and forth. As Kenda with the rebound, as Roy going back the other way. As Wiesema, for three. As Andrews with a crossover and a drive. Draws the foul there.
At this point, 6.5 minutes left in this game. Senators trying to get, just anything going here, trying to get that ball back as many times as they can.
You got a young club here. You're just trying to get past almost like a practice here in this last stages. And you got to make your free throws if you're Andrews.
Both teams struggling from the charity stripe tonight. I mentioned that a couple of times, but I mean, that's big. It's a big part of the game.
But for Washington Township, you got to make those bunnies, especially when Hebron's starting to get that groove here in that second half. As Roy walks it up.
Oh.
Josh Kenda with two. And the coaching staff trying to get Josh Kenda to dunk there as we go back and forth. As Martin with the pump fake. As Logan Armstrong with a little floater action as the wise one gets Rees a little bit of a rebound situation there and a foul called right after it.
Senators trying to shoot their way out of this pit here, and it's just not working.
As Wiseman in that trap.
Good defense.
Great defense there.
Knocking that away. McGowan right there again, going straight to the back of the glass, using that square.
Absolutely. McGowan just absolutely trying to keep his Senators in there as the wise one from downtown. As Spencer Wiseman for three. As Armstrong trying to drive there into trees as Martin missing once again as McEwen having that nose for the ball here, being that undersized post player, as it's a little bit of a pinball machine going white.
McGowan's starting to really battle down there in the post area. It's just, he's outsized right now, but you got to give him credit.
Absolutely do. He kind of reminds me of a male version of Olivia Marks.
As we go back. Look at that. Nice little pop shot from the elbow.
As we go back here.
It's 5-on-4 right now.
As Seth Weaver. And Wiseman from downtown.
Again, that's 3 threes here in the fourth for him, I believe.
Absolutely.
Hebron just starting to really hit those bad boys.
That's McEwing.
Got his own board. He's fighting. It might be a little too late, though. 4 minutes remain here in this game.
Absolutely. As we go to timeout break here on Regan's Corner, where the athletes come first.
possession. The score is 64-38 in favor of the Road Hawks.
Absolutely there, Brett. As they're going into a full court press. I mean, what can you do so far? As Weaver throws it to Saki. As Zimmer throws it to Wiesema. Weaver driving. And Gazzara with a steal. And as Zimmer goes back. And an and one from the wise one.
Now, Martin's going to be hit with that one. That will be his second foul.
Absolutely. Spencer Wiesema at the line here. The sharpshooter with the old fashioned there. And nothing but air from Gazzara as we go.
Garzella with it. Oh! Definitely got a tip on that one.
Absolutely, as Lang trying to fade her.
Oh!
And getting it.
Got it to go.
As Wiesema slings it ahead. As Saki setting it up. As Spencer Wiesema once again, this hot hand trying to get more to the stat line here as they go back and forth here. Once again, Wiesema on Armstrong.
Saki.
And Saki once again driving this time as we go back and forth.
And a nice little response there by the Senators.
Absolutely, as Logan Armstrong with that three. You want Logan Armstrong to be a little bit more aggressive here if you're a Sarah's fan. As we go back here.
Under the 2-minute mark now in regulation.
Absolutely. As a travel.
So realistically at this point, chances are you're not going to be able to come back, but it's very important for your team to keep the good momentum. You know what I mean? You know, you want your team heading into the next game feeling proud and feeling good about themselves.
Absolutely, especially when you have a football schedule coming up here, as it's 1 game, 2 game a week. As
that's a floater
from Armstrong.
Love in the air with that one.
Spencer Wiesema from downtown.
That's 4 threes. At least.
Absolutely. The Wiesema or the wise one from downtown there.
Dropping some wisdom on us tonight.
Dropping some wisdom down in that basket there.
I swear my IQ's going up.
Absolutely. As Peeler slings it, almost turns it over there. Dumps it down to Zimmer. And nothing but air on that as Armstrong after that block. And Lane can't save it.
And now just the final moments here. 36.1 seconds left.
Absolutely. as they're going back and forth here. As Gazzaro with that block.
Nice block there.
And a miss there. As
no one for Garzella.
No, and it's going to be a miss here. 1 second on the clock.
72-45. Your final here. The Hawks taking care of business.
Absolutely, they're taking care of business. Big time tonight. As who is your Rogers Roofing blue collar player of the game?
Me personally, I got to go with Peter Saki. I mean, at the crucial points in this game, it was his hand, his shooting that really jived his team together, and it really brought Hale out of his shell tonight. You know, he started out slow, but then once you get a guy like Saki and Hale both on the same page, these Hebron Hawks, man, they mean business.
Absolutely. I'm going to go Ben Kenda, the big guy inside with that award. Now we're going to go with the All-Star Player of the Game. That one I'm going to go Pete Sock with absolute launch time on his resume there for tonight's ball game, as he's hitting 3 after 3 after 3 and driving a little bit more. As you can tell, the sophomore taking steps.
Yeah, I mean, the Hebron Hawks, they came into here major favorites. There's no doubt about that. But the way they kept their cool when things weren't going their way in the beginning, that just shows how poised this team really is. You mentioned earlier that they played a lot of basketball together growing up. Well, you can see it in games like this. You know, when things aren't going your way, if you can just stay calm and focus, you know, you can still get that W at the end of the night.
Absolutely, that dub. And they're going to get it, as this was the All-Star Autos post-game show here at Regan's Corner Sports Network. And we'll sign off here on Region and on Facebook and YouTube at Regan's Corner Sports Network. Make sure to follow each of them and like and subscribe, and please tell us what we're doing wrong.
And what we're doing right.
And what we're doing right.
Yeah.
That's the only way we can get better.
We like positive feedback, too.
Absolutely. But you know, I'm like the Kobe of this region. But nonetheless, as we go here, stay froggy, my friend. And as we sign off here, I'm your play-by-play man, Josh Regan, with my color commentator for tonight's ball game. And hopefully a lot to come with Brett Walters here with the game of the week.
Thanks for having me, Josh. I really appreciated my time, and thank you guys for letting me commentate, man.
Absolutely. So we'll be back on Saturday for the North White game at Hebron, Indiana. So